Sorry?
Not having that.
Say again.
Olivier Giroud.
Can I just put, I know you're relatively new to this, but this is not how you behave, right? Lots of three-word match reports coming in. I think the only one really to read out, though, is from Steve Durbridge, who just says World Cup winners. That is the best three-word match report of the day. This is a quote from Ronald Koeman. I had Olivier Giroud in the building, but at the very last moment, he decided he'd rather live in London. That was really hard to swallow. Effectively, what Ronald, we think, is saying is that part of the reason why he lost his job and they struggled under his time at Everton was because he didn't manage to get the striker that he needed to replace Romelu Lukaku. So he said Olivier Giroud was the one that got away, and it got us thinking, who's the one that got away as far as you're concerned? The thoughts of these three in a second, but first take a look at this.
The one who got away for us, definitely Willian in August 2013, when he actually had a medical at Tottenham and ended up going to Chelsea after Roman Abramovich put in a call to the owner of Angie and basically sort of smoothed out the deal like that. It was especially annoying because Jose Mourinho was really smug about it.
One player that Southampton have missed out on is Philippe Coutinho, but when the scouts went to watch him, they actually got very interested in his manager, which was Maurizio Pochettino.
I wish we'd bought Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Back in 2000, he spoke to Arsene Wenger about possibly joining the club, but Arsene wanted him to do a trial. Zlatan said, I don't do auditions.
The one that sticks out in my mind is Teddy Sheringham. Robbie Fowler references it in his book, and can you imagine a strike force that at the time would have had an emerging Michael Owen and Sheringham partnering Fowler?
He almost got Luka Modric in 2008 for £12 million. Almost there. Almost got him over the line. The representatives of both clubs met in Newcastle City Centre at the hotel, but he turned us down.
For me, it's got to be Kaká. As a Manchester City fan, I think it was 2009. Kaká was one of the best players in the world. We needed a big marquee transfer to show the world that we were serious about hitting the big time.
Everyone's got a story like this, haven't they? Harry's probably got about 600.
Yeah.
We've got about 4 minutes, so the floor is yours. Go on.
Edin.
Was there ever a player that you knew Chelsea were close to getting and you fancied that? Or?
They got most of the ones that they wanted.
They didn't tend to, yeah.
They didn't do badly. Do you know what I mean? So there was never really anyone. I mean, the one who got away would be De Bruyne.
Yeah.
But it's hard to call. You know, we can sit here now and talk about all this.
Everybody got offered Ronaldo at 15, 16. Everybody got offered Lewandowski when he played in Poland at some stage, didn't he? He got touted round, like most players do. And suddenly, 5, 6 years later, they turn into superstars. But that always
At the time, though, did you look at De Bruyne being allowed to leave and think, that is utter madness, this guy could become the best midfielder in the world or not?
I didn't, and probably the reason was we had Hazard, Oscar, William signed around at that sort of time. Mata, I think, was just leaving, but, embarrassment of riches, really, hence they couldn't all play in those couple of positions. Yeah.
I just can't believe Olivier Giroud didn't want to live in Liverpool.
Well, I know. You're a big fan of Liverpool.
I am a big fan of Liverpool.
Give us your thoughts on that quote very briefly from Ronald Koeman.
No, I mean, I don't know what the situation was, but I can't believe he just... It's strange that he got into the building. I don't know where the building is, whether it's in the city centre or whether it's Finch Farm Everton's training ground. But it's funny that he's travelled all the way to there to have a conversation, then to change his mind. So I don't know what's gone on.
He spent 150 million, and Olivier Giroud is the one that
the one that got away.
But the type of player he is, I look at Everton now, and you're looking for pace up front.
Yeah.
Which is when they've been all these similar number 10 kind of players. So I think Giroud would have been at a target and would hold the ball up for them. But as your main out-and-out striker,
you wouldn't have made that a pacey team, though, and they're a one-pace team.
You'd hate to say that he was the superstar that they couldn't get. I mean, I think he is clutching at straws a little bit there. To be
the best one I missed out on though was when I was at West Ham's training ground. And remember, we used to have the phone. We never had an office, right? We had a phone on the wall, pay phone, but you didn't have to pay to use it. And the phone goes, no, right? I had no secretary there, did you? Had nothing there at this time. So that was a lucky escape.
The one that got away, and you're glad it did, probably. We can't end on a higher note than that. Thank you ever so much. I really enjoyed it this evening. Just to sit here with you three and talk football for an hour was brilliant. Right, let me quickly tell you what else is still to come from BT Sport. Next Saturday, West Ham Liverpool. Premier League tonight follows on after that one, and then on the Sunday morning, Premier League today, followed by Tottenham against Crystal Palace. But stay where you are right now, because it is time for Cage Warriors 88. Steve, Harry, Frank, thank you all very much for your company tonight. Your discipline in the studio is a disgrace.
Cage Warriors is on next today.
You get your yellow card. See you later. Bye-bye.
It was gritty, it was grotty, it was Stoke. It was the Stoke that we love, and it was 3 massively important points.
City again, dominating from start to finish. They do look good when they go forward, look like they can score at every opportunity.
We need to change our tactics away from home because we're just getting battered every week.
Boom! Manchester United have beaten Spurs 1-0.
A good win that for Liverpool after a difficult week. The greatest way really to bounce back after the Spurs game.
Show some ambition or something. It's only Palace, for God's sake. That is hopeless, that one. Really rubbish.
A much needed point, especially being 2-0 down at half time, and hopefully we can build